On the campus of West Park High School in Roseville, California. Opening match of the Women's Premier Soccer League of the NORCAL Division, as Iron Rose FC will be taking on the California Storm. A pleasant evening, everyone. My name is John Natali. Happy to be with you here on the National Soccer Network for this opening debut match of the season for both of these teams. California Storm, as you can see the record there, 0-0-0. Iron Rose the same. This game being played at West Park High School in Roseville, California. And you can see the banners there. They're ready to go here for Iron Rose. It's going to be a great matchup this evening. Both of these teams, Iron Rose is coming aboard to WPSL last year. California Dream getting ready to get their season started away on the road. And we should have ourselves a good one tonight. Iron Rose to our right in the black jerseys with the pink trim and the pink numbers. And the Storm in the white jerseys with the black trim. So both kits are getting their first usage tonight. Game brought to you by Ally Financial Services. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, National Soccer Network. Also available on Roku, Facebook, Twitter. Also checked out the LinkedIn page as well. Both the National Soccer Network, Premier Media Group, the Michigan Soccer Network. Premier Media Group has their fingers and hands on all of the soccer across the nation. And big proponents of the WPSL. As we get ready for kickoff, it'll be Iron Rose to start things off. West Park High School in Roseville, California. Our referee is ready. And just a little pause, and we are set to go. So Iron Rose will maintain possession in the back. And this is just a reminder to all clubs out there, whether it be WPSL, NPSL, the League for Clubs, APSL, MASL, MPSL, every one of them, that the information needs to be provided for us to give it. We're only as good as the information provided. And unfortunately, we do not have rosters. They were not made available on the app that is accessible to fans and us alike. So we do not have a roster for Iron Rose, unfortunately. So we will do our best to credit the goals when they are given and credit great saves and great plays for Black. We do have it for the California Storm, so we want to thank them. And their fans want to thank them, and anybody else who might be tuning into this match this evening who is of WPSL fandom. The starting lineup for Coach David Robertson. And we have a break inside the 18, crossing to the middle. Ball loose, cleared out by Black. And they'll go the other way. But quickly taken away by the Storm. And ball chipped out at the midline and now reset in the middle third. This ball played ahead. It's number 29, Sarah Foley. Screen there. Number 28, Alex Kloss. 16 at the body of your screen, Sadie Leal Schumann. And this back to the keeper of Iron Rose, number 15, Elham Kursand. And roundouts Abby Faingold in goal for head coach David Robertson. Anna Emperador, number 3, Elizabeth Hutchison, number 5, Allison Ho, number 17, Lauren Hunter, number 19, Anna Howard, number 23, Millie Greer, number 27. Round out the top 11. And it'll be a throw in deep in the attacking third for the Storm. Just underway here at West Park High School, home of the Panthers. Another throw in quickly taken from Leo Schumann. Here's Kursan, sends it into the box. Good ball, head ball. And that's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick. So good service into the box, an opportunity early for the Storm. Played near side inside the 18. Now this ball sent forward. And on the baseline, that's Leo Schumann. And that ball tipped, still in play. And all the way back, trying to reset the offense. A little grab of the jersey there, a little tug. But Kursan comes away with it. Now with Lil Schumann on the wing. Now into the middle, Kursan sends it in again. That ball headed out. And here comes Black on the counter, but played forward. That was Hutchison. But a whistle. So an opportunity right outside the 18 early for the Storm as we approach the 5th minute. And that is very less than 10 yards, so our referee will have them move back. He takes big steps. I'm sorry, I found that funny. That first step was awfully long for a yard. But maybe it's because he knew the girls were not in the right spot. So moving back, but here it comes. Off the right boot. Send it to the back of the net, and the first goal of the season on a free kick and a beauty from the Storm. 1-0 to open up the match. Just a beautiful on-target shot to the left side and perfectly placed. What a goal for the Storm in the 5th minute. I believe that was Millie Greer on the shot and the goal. We will get a confirmation from our studio back in Shelby Township if they can go through the replay and find out who that number was. I believe it was number 27, Millie Greer. But nonetheless, what a fantastic strike in the back of the net in the 5th minute to put the Storm up 1-0. But here's Iron Rose on the counter, on the outside, just above the 18. And taken away from Kloss and sent forward. And now to the outside. Kursan plays it ahead. And that's Foley giving chase. And keeper had to kick it out. Foley was given good speed and chase. And the keeper just had to make a business decision and get that ball away. Lil Schumann on the throw with Kursan in front of her. Miss hit and a turnover. Black trying to counter. Sends it forward. But taken away. To the outside. Right on the 18. Shot on target and just wide of the right post. So the Storm showing early offensive aggressive here in this WPSL opener in the NORCAL division between Iron Rose FC hosting the California Storm. Ball sent away as we just entered the 8th minute. And so far it has been all California Storm. as they've held possession for the majority of this first 8 minutes. Ball too heavy on the outside, so it'll be a throw-in for Black. On the near side sideline, and a whistle, and that's going to look like it's going to go back the other way. Not sure what happened, but nonetheless, it's Storm soccer ball. On the far sideline, now played back, just crossed the midline. And the Storm into the box, but picked up by the keeper. And she'll roll it out quickly. Now with pace on the counter. But good speed on the back end. Ball played forward. It's going to go out of bounds. Good diving save from the photographer there. Multitasking tonight's match. Play on, says a referee. And now the Storm maintain possession as they have the majority of this first 10 minutes. A little bump there, and it gets into Black's possession. But just so far, they haven't been able to get anything forward and get anything on goal to challenge Abby Faingold. There's a ball sent ahead. Now back close to the center line. They're trying to switch fields, come near side to us. WPSL NORCAL Division matchup. Season opener for both of these clubs on a beautiful, beautiful Saturday night in Roseville, California. Some pressure from Alex Kloss, but a little bit too much. Foul. So it'll go the other way for Black. Ball popped in the air. And still in nobody's possession. Slide tackle. Kursand comes up with it. Good footwork. Splits the defense once again. A little shimmy and a shake from number 15. Gets it back to her teammate. And she'll work now back to the sideline. Now they're going to work it all the way back into the middle. That's Greer. She'll play it back. And now forward. And now with some space. Into the middle. Outside of the 18. Trying to turn. Defended. But it'll be a long throw-in for the Storm. Ball is in play. Good footwork there. Service into the box, and we're going to have ourselves a set-piece corner for the Storm in the 12th minute. Ball sent in the middle and headed but deflected nicely from the keeper. That was close. It was on target, but right to the keeper in red, but it'll be another corner from the far side. So they'll try it again. One on the goal line, 3 back. Here it comes again. Back post. Head ball. And that one finds the back of the net. Or does it? No goal. I don't know how that one did not go in. It sure looked like it did. Everybody in white was raising their hands. If we can get a replay on that, that would be absolutely fantastic. But Kursan now with it on the sideline. That's Foley. Kursan, and just too heavy on her feet. And it'll be a goal kick. Settled in by Leal Schumann. She'll play it back. And now Greer plays it ahead. On the far side, now into the middle. Trying to switch fields for Kursan. She retains possession, fighting for it. And wins a challenge to the outside. Leal Schumann. In the 14th minute. Good ball there. Opportunity. Trying to turn above the 18, but had to bring it back as Black's defense swarmed. Little heel kick. Now inside the 18 on the turn to try to get a shot. There's a shot with the left, but right at the keeper. So it's an onslaught of goals right now and shots. That was Anna Hauer coming up to get a piece of the action on the offensive side for the California Storm. Offensive aggressiveness early on from the team in white. This ball sent forward. And 1v1, good little flick pass, trying to split the defense, takes a shot. Keeper there again. And probably could have got a few more touches out of that. And Foley is kind of not happy with herself there. She knew she probably had one or two more touches in her. But sent it right to the keeper. But I'm sure she'll get more opportunities. And Black just trying to establish anything offensively. Haven't been able to do so yet. As we are just headed into the 16th minute. Feingold will let it roll all the way back. And that might be the first time she's touched the ball in this match so far in the 16th minute. Looking to send it away. She does. Good boot just past the center line. Controlled by Black. But now on the counter. Here comes the Storm again. That's Hauer. Trying to split defense, left-footed shot, and just rolls wide to the far post. That was a risky decision by the keeper to let that go. It was awfully close, but it went out of bounds, so it will be a goal kick, and she'll play it to the outside. So the pressure continues from the Storm. Iron Rose is trying to find anything offensively. They had to be on defense. They've been playing on their heels for the first 17 minutes of this one. Ball's still loose, 50-50. Leal Schumann will play it all the way back to Feingold. Now to the middle on the turn. Hutchison now in the middle to Kloss. Far side. Kursan and Leal Schumann out there. They've been working good together, 15 and 16. Now to the middle. Ball just a little loose and it was taken away. Kursan found it. And now Leal Schumann. Now to Kursan by herself in space. Service into the middle. Nobody home, headed out. Shot on goal and just sails over the crossbar. That one by Sarah Foley. So Foley in the last two has been active on the offensive end. And then Coach Andrew Shooter is going to make some substitutions. Number 23 and number 5 for Black. Andrew Shooter, in his first year as head coach for Iron Rose FC, was an assistant last year, took over the head coaching duties. Coach David Robinson has the help of Jamie Lavoie as his assistant, as the head man for the Storm. 18th minute. National Soccer Network, happy to have you for this Women's Premier Soccer League matchup in the NORCAL division. California Storm had to travel a little bit to get to Roseville, West Park High School, to face Iron Rose. Both teams season openers, the home debut for Iron Rose. And the home of the Panthers, West Park High School. You can see the weather's just phenomenal conditions. On the throw-in. Not much room to give there, and it goes out of bounds. Iron Rose just a little bit disconjointed right now. Trying to find some rhythm, trying to find a flow to get something established. Have been playing on their heels so far in this entire first half. Still a lot of soccer left, but they need to find something, some continuity. And if you're watching at home, if you're a coach, if you're scouting, if you're a fan, if you're a player, and you're watching this match, I just want to tell you the logistics of how National Soccer Network, the benefits, and just some of them. There are plenty, but we still have a match to go, so I can only get out so many, especially when California has been on the offensive side, and they're attacking third for a lot of this first half. And I'll get to my point as soon as we get through this possession. And it's cleared, but still not out of danger, and Black is going the other way, is that no more than 3 hours ago, Eastern Standard Time, I was calling a game live in Indianapolis, Indiana, and had the ability to make it back to the studio in Indiana and call this game on the West Coast for a 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time start. And that is something that they do all across the nation, whether it be Florida, whether it be Seattle, California, Texas, Florida, wherever it may be. The National Soccer Network has the capability to remotely broadcast a lot of matches with different equipment, very usable equipment, very user-friendly equipment. They've got a great staff back in their main studio in Shelby Township, Michigan. And that's the thing, is that everything is run out of Shelby Township, Michigan. And they do a lot in the state, but they cover the majority of the other 49. So be sure to reach out. Go to nationalsoccernetwork.com, hit the contact button. Tell them what you're inquiring about. Maybe you want to get your team involved so they get some exposure, get play-by-play, graphics, sell sponsorships, highlight videos, and for a fraction of the cost of what a normal production company would come out locally and do a match for you. So there's my Red Rider sales pitch for the National Soccer Network, and we're back underway in the 22nd minute. This match brought to you by Ally. The Storm with a goal in the 5th minute by Millie Greer. Got them on the board early. Stayed that way since, but there have been plenty of opportunities for the Storm in this one. Very few and far between for Iron Rose and Black. That's Hauer, plays it into the middle on a breakaway, left-footed shot, and goes far right of the post again. On the ground, closely on target, just getting the shots off and just missing to be on target. But the keeper for Iron Rose has been busy in this first 23 minutes. A miscue there. And on the turnover, it's going to be a throw in the attacking third. Leal Schumann. And she will take it again. Her and Kursan on this right side have been a dynamic duo so far, setting up a lot for a lot of the action that has happened within that 18. And here they go again. Leal Schumann. Miss it there. And playing the ball backwards is Black. That goes off of Kursan. It'll be a throw. 24th minute. Ball chipped in the air. Finds a middle in space. Chased down. And Black retains possession. Now they have to move forward. Ball sent forward. And that's the difference that you can see in this first 24 minutes, is that the ball's ahead. You see 3 or 4 white jerseys, and on that one, only 1 black. And we'll have a foul going the other way on California. Iron Rose FC and the men's side play in the League for Clubs, also in the NORCAL division. And that is one of the leagues that the National Soccer Network has dipped their fingers in and has a lot of those teams in that NORCAL division and the League for Clubs overall. So a lot of West Coast action that we bring to you on NSN. And happy to have this season debut for both California Storm and Iron Rose FC and the WPSL side. That ball played ahead and headed back, trying to settle. Storm come away with it. Now in space. And they'll set up from the back, just past the center line. Kursan splits the defense again, using fancy footwork. Couldn't do it that time. No whistle called. Kursan went down hard. She pops up. She had to shake that one off. But she has got some dribbling technique. 26th minute. It's been all Storm so far. Even the score only reflects 1-0. There's been no offensive threat from Iron Rose and Black at all in this match so far. They've been playing on their heels, trying to limit the offense of the Storm, and just haven't been successful, with the exception of just not hitting the ball on target. Here's Kursan again. Played that ball into no man's land. Howard gave it chase. She's still trying to track it down. There's a ball forward, but to the feet of Greer. And she'll play it ahead to Hutchison, now in the middle. And they're going to reset. They'll play it back. Feingold back there. And this is the majority of the touches she had just from her own teammates. 27th minute. 1-0 Storm on a goal by Millie Greer on a beautiful free kick in the 5th minute to give the Storm the 1-0 advantage early in this one, and they have just dominated this first 27 minutes of soccer. Still playing to the left. Can Iron Rose find their grip? Can they find their bearings and start attacking? Because this is where the ball has been the majority of this first half, either in the middle third or the attacking third for the Storm. On the throw on the far side. Ball flicked into the middle, collected by Iron Rose. Played forward just in front of the midline. Now it's played backwards. And they'll try to reset. And that ball finds a Storm defender, Kursan. Too heavy on her first touch. Tracked down. Hutchison Play it forward. Little flick pass. Nobody home. Kursan fighting for it. Defender on her back. Trying to get around. And now the 1-2. Good soccer right there. Kursan. Played out of bounds. Going to be a throw. Lil Schumann will do the honors. And it looks like we're going to have a substitution. Actually, 2. That's 30. Paige Thompson. And I'll try to see who came in afterwards. Does it look like 12? It does. Cameron Silva will enter the match for Coach David Robertson. So conditioning can be an issue in the first match. Games, you cannot replicate game speed in practice. You don't know a team's tendencies. You don't know how, when the afterburners come on and off, you're playing against teammates, you may know their tendencies as well. So it's very difficult, and you want to keep fresh legs so they're there when mid-season comes and the dog days of summer arrive, especially in California. Ball played ahead. That's Silva crossing to the middle. Ball still in the air. Here's a one-timer. Deflected and out of danger. So substitutions come in, and already Silva making an impact. But here's a counter opportunity. And she breaks away. Can she split the defense? Shot and a diving Feingold, able to keep that one in. So there's a first opportunity, and not a bad one, from Iron Rose and Black. But quickly, the storm the other way. Ball chipped forward from Thompson. Nobody there. Keeper collects. 30th minute. And we have a player down. Unless they're just tying their shoe. Which they are. So everybody will reset, catch their breath. And we'll restart this thing in the 31st minute. NPSL action, NORCAL division on the National Soccer Network on a beautiful Saturday night in Roseville, California. Substitution for Andrew Shooter, number 4, in black. So she'll take the pitch for the first time. This ball lined up right around the 32-yard line. Ball sent into the box. And not sure what the call was there. Maybe offside. I don't know. And I guess so. Supposed to be taken inside the 18 by the keeper. Sent just in front of the center line, but to the outside. Giving chase. And knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Storm. It's Anna Emperador, number 3. Haven't said her name much, but haven't had to because of the lack of offensive opportunities for Iron Rose. Thompson and Kloss working on that far side. On the throw. Outside the 18, trying to cross it in. Didn't get much of it, but it was deflected. Still not out of danger. Now inside the 18. Ball still loose. He gets knocked away. And good battle there. So Iron Rose on the attack. On the far base sideline. And it'll roll out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Feingold. 33rd minute, 1-0 on an early goal on a free kick and a beauty by Millie Greer. The first of the season for not only the club, but for Millie as well. Iron Rose just has not been able to establish anything consistently to get the ball forward. The one opportunity and something here, no. Once again, 3 white jerseys to only 2 in black. So the defense has been good for the Storm as well. They've shown their offensive tenacity, but also played very well on defense, not allowing really any opportunities. And number 62, Alicia Osagueda, has made her way into the match for the California Storm. So already 3 substitutions in this first half for head coach David Robertson. And Fangold has to come out, tackle that one, smothers it. And close to an opportunity for Black as we just entered the 35th minute. Fangold boots it away just in front of the center line. Controlled by the Storm at the 40. On the throw is Black, but then a swarming defense again from the Storm. And now played to the middle. Some pressure. Chased down. Silva comes away with it. Ball loose. Cleared away. And the Storm will... Well, there was a foul called, so this will come back just a little bit from our head referee. 36th minute. 1-0, an early goal on Millie Greer in the 5th minute. And possession, shots have been all California in this first half. And you wonder what adjustments Coach Andrew Shooter will make at halftime to his club. As a season openers for both of them. One on the road, one at home. Played back to Fangold. And now they'll orchestrate from the middle. This ball sent forward, past the midline. And it'll roll out of bounds. It'll be a Black throw-in. Just inside the middle third. That ball was loose and controlled by the Storm. Lots of space to work with. This will be a throw for Iron Rose FC. And the methodical approach about moving the ball forward. 2 consecutive throw-ins. This played back, Storm in possession. And all the way back to Fangold. And he'll play it near side towards us. Leo Schumann. Deflected, Silva's there. But taken away from Black. Good possession there. And now can they counter? Have to move the ball forward. Silva stuck her foot out. Ball still on the ground, chased down. Silva still giving pressure and now played all the way back to the keeper. 38th minute. Back in possession of the Storm. Thompson. It's deflected. Bit of a tie up there, and we'll have a whistle going the other way. So a little bit of physical play between these two clubs as we approach the 39th minute. On the far sideline, still trying to work, still in possession, looking for help. Crossing to the middle, nobody home, just white jerseys. And couldn't clear the touch, but now settled into the near side. Into some traffic. Black able to collect into the middle, right on the center line. And they'll try to orchestrate from there. Still with it. Now played back, coming towards us on the near side. Ball sent forward. And good ball. Stays in bounds, and actually it did not. Oh, maybe an offside was called. I believe it was. So offside there, 40th minute. The Storm breaking through some defenders. Squirts away. Silva giving chase. Not able to, but on the backside. Leo Schumann sends it into the box. Far post. Nobody home. And that ball will roll out of bounds. And it'll be a goal kick. "41st minute. And a half, even only 1-0. It's been all controlled by the California Storm in this Women's Premier Soccer League NORCAL matchup. Season opener for both clubs. Thompson. Now to the outside. Thompson again inside the 18. Splits the defense. On target. And that ball finds the back of the net. Just it was going to happen eventually. All the shots on goal. And I don't know if that was Silva. If we could have a look at that again. You can see the congestion here. So there's a shot. There's a block, and it was Silva on a deflection. Number 12, the substitution. So great work by our crew back at the home base and our camera operators to find that. So off the bench, Cameron Silva puts his second goal of the season up on the board for the California Storm in the 41st minute. And it's 2-0 here in the first half. Silva made her presence known right when she came in, had a decent cross into the middle, but wasn't converted. And there, on a deflection, able to put it in the back of the net for goal number 2 and to give the Storm the 2-0 advantage in the home debut of Iron Rose. And without any offensive consistency, they cannot score 2 at once. So where are they going to get the 1 from? That's a big question now. And what adjustments will be made from head coach Andrew Shooter in that locker room? And we'll see if the Storm keeps the foot on the gas. Or will they try to gain strength in the legs to go into halftime, get a good rest, and come out and complete this thing in the second half? Still lots of soccer left. It's unfamiliar what both of these teams have in a tank, being the season opener. But right now, we're seeing that the Storm clearly has more under their feet. But that could change in the second half. Thompson sent it into the middle, but it was headed out. Black trying to clear. 44th minute. Little scrum on the sideline. And it's going to be a throw-in for Black. Into the middle. There was a Black player there, but Fangold able to collect it. At the half line, the Storm. 45th minute. Segueda. Now here's Foley. Plays it forward. Silva there. That ball sent away. Hutchison. That's Lil Schumann. And he'll play it to Greer. And she sends it forward. Battle on the sideline, trying to find space. 45th minute. What will the Storm do here in remaining seconds? Some pace, trying to turn. And they'll play it back. There's Silva, who got the goal in the 41st minute off the deflection. Greer got it stripped away. Ball pops loose. The chase down. And played all the way back to Fangold. As we're at it into added time now. And there wasn't much. So that'll do it for the first half of soccer. The California Storm headed to West Park High School and take a 2-0 advantage in the first half against Iron Rose FC. We'll take a break for halftime. We'll come back with 45 minutes of soccer next in the second half right here on the National Soccer Network.
Go get it, Doug.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Whether you're a beginner coach or a seasoned professional, one thing remains the same: the passion to teach and inspire the next generation of players. Now imagine a place where you could share your coaching knowledge, connect with others, and create a lasting impact. Welcome to the ultimate coaching community, where coaches from all levels can create and share their own courses. Whether you have years of experience or you're just getting started, this is your chance to make your voice heard. Create your own personalized courses, share drills, strategies, and tips, and watch as your knowledge reaches coaches from all corners of the soccer world. With a platform designed for sharing, learning, and growing, you're not just teaching the game, you're creating a community of like-minded coaches, all striving to be the best they can be. Together, we'll elevate the game and support one another to be better, stronger coaches.
You'll get it done.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Whether you're a beginner coach or a seasoned professional, one thing remains the same: the passion to teach and inspire the next generation of players. Now imagine a place where you could share your coaching knowledge, connect with others, and create a lasting impact. Welcome to the ultimate coaching community, where coaches from all levels can create and share their own courses. Whether you have years of experience or you're just getting started, this is your chance to make your voice heard. Create your own personalized courses, share drills, strategies, and tips, and watch as your knowledge reaches coaches from all corners of the soccer world. With a platform designed for sharing, learning, and growing, you're not just teaching the game, you're creating a community of like-minded coaches, all striving to be the best they can be. Together, we'll elevate the game and support one another to be better, stronger coaches.
Go get it, Doug.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Whether you're a beginner coach or a seasoned professional, one thing remains the same: the passion to teach and inspire the next generation of players. Now imagine a place where you could share your coaching knowledge, connect with others, and create a lasting impact. Welcome to the ultimate coaching community, where coaches from all levels can create and share their own courses. Whether you have years of experience or you're just getting started, this is your chance to make your voice heard. Create your own personalized courses, share drills, strategies, and tips, and watch as your knowledge reaches coaches from all corners of the soccer world. With a platform designed for sharing, learning, and growing, you're not just teaching the game, you're creating a community of like-minded coaches, all striving to be the best they can be. Together, we'll elevate the game and support one another to be better, stronger coaches.
ahead, Dad.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Whether you're a beginner coach or a seasoned professional, one thing remains the same: the passion to teach and inspire the next generation of players. Now imagine a place where you could share your coaching knowledge, connect with others, and create a lasting impact. Welcome to the ultimate coaching community, where coaches from all levels can create and share their own courses. Whether you have years of experience or you're just getting started, this is your chance to make your voice heard. Create your own personalized courses, share drills, strategies, and tips, and watch as your knowledge reaches coaches from all corners of the soccer world. With a platform designed for sharing, learning, and growing, you're not just teaching the game, you're creating a community of like-minded coaches, all striving to be the best they can be. Together, we'll elevate the game and support one another to be better, stronger coaches.
Back on the campus of West Park High School in Roseville, California, which has been a beautiful night, but so far mostly beautiful for the California Storm as they hold a 2-0 advantage over Iron Rose FC in this WPSL NORCAL season opener on the National Soccer Network. A pleasant evening, everyone. My name is John Natale. Thanks for joining us this evening, which has been dominated all by California Storm in that first half. Multiple shots on goal, found two in the back of the net. First one came very early. Millie Greer on a fantastic free kick just above the 18 to put the Storm up 1-0. And then in the 41st minute, the substitution, Cameron Silva, she came in and made an impact early. She had a cross that was just shot wide of the far post, but then on a deflection was able to fling one in the back of the net past a diving keeper to give the Storm that late second goal and keep them up 2-0. There hasn't been much offensive firepower from Iron Rose at all in this one. Just a few shots on goal, only the one true save from Storm goalkeeper Abby Faingold, wearing 00 tonight. But she's been mostly touching the ball just from retreats from her defense and to set things up in that back defending third. So you wonder what head coach Andrew Shooter of Iron Rose FC, what adjustments he made in the locker room to come out for this final 45 minutes. They can't get two, but we got to see what they can accomplish and try to get one. The defense from California Storm has been stout as well. Just really trying to find anything. See 00 Faingold right there. A good first half of soccer. And everybody's going to switch fields, as it'll be Storm going right to left and Iron Rose FC going left to right as we start the final 45 minutes of soccer in this WPSL NORCAL matchup. Mentioned in the first half, it's hard to gauge how teams will come out, especially in the first match of the season. It's the home debut for Iron Rose hosting the California Storm. But if you have to base it on 45 minutes of soccer, California Storm are well more prepared for this. But you never know. Soccer can change on a dime. And we'll see what happens here in the final 45. I want to thank Marcello, our producer, back at the home base in Shelby Township, Michigan. Our camera operator out at West Park High School, home of the Panthers in Roseville, California this evening. I'm John Natale, your play-by-play broadcaster. I mentioned early in the first half, and now we have some time before we get underway, is that my day consisted of me being live for a soccer match, a NPSL matchup between FC Pride Elite and FC Milwaukee Torrent. And that was held in Indianapolis, Indiana. I was on site for that and able to turn it around, get back to my studio here in Indianapolis and call this match on the West Coast for a 10 o'clock start. Something that the National Soccer Network offers. So if you're a coach, if you're a player, if you're a fan, parent, whatever it may be, and you're looking for some, I guess, what do you call it? Some recognition, so to speak, or you want the highlights of your players, you want to be able to get some calls on goals for those videos that you send out, the reels, wherever it may be, or you just want to have a good broadcast for your home club, because I can tell you, local production companies are out the roof as far as pricing is concerned. And for a fraction of the cost, you can get so many benefits from the National Soccer Network. So go to nationalsoccernetwork.com, hit the contact button, tell them what you might be interested in, and someone will get back to you very, very shortly. I can promise you that. But we are underway here in the second half. Iron Rose FC going left to right in the black jerseys with the pink letters, pink trim, and numbers. This ball sent into the box, cleared out by California. In the white kits with the black numbers, black trim. And some familiar faces who started this match back on the pitch. Elham Kursand. She had a partner with Sadie Leal Schumann on the near side. She's back into the match. Those two played really well on the near side sideline in that first half. And when Kursand came out, Cameron Silva went in, and she has one of the two goals for the Storm this evening. That's Anna Emperador, number 3, on the throw-in. I mentioned we haven't had to say her name much because she's done a good job on defense. But that ball really hasn't found its way. Just tipped away off the goalpost on a quick one-timer. And we almost had our third goal in about 2 minutes from the Storm. But good reactions from the keeper of Iron Rose FC to keep that from being 3-0. But we're going to have a set-piece corner on the near side. One on the goal line, stack formation on top of the 18. Here it comes. Back post. Off the head. And may have found its way through the uprights. Good for 3. Unfortunately, that's not how it works, so it remains 2-0. Here at West Park High School, home of the Panthers in Roseville, California. On a beautiful, beautiful, little windy. You can see Old Glory flying. The wind is blowing south. But beautiful conditions. There was no cloud cover. Sun beginning to set just a little bit. As it's 8:13 Pacific Coast time, 11:13 on the East Coast. Thanks everybody for joining us this evening. I'm John Natali, National Soccer Network. Almost 50 games broadcast throughout the country on the National Soccer Network throughout this Saturday, May 17th. And they're just getting started. Kursan on the challenge, but cleared out by the keeper. Emperador headed it out, but it'll be a throw-in for Iron Road FC. And now some pace. Greer, play on, says the ref. And that looked a little bit suspicious, but we do have the camera angle and they do not. And offside called as Foley got a head out of the pack, drew the whistle. So just in front of the center line. Here it comes from Black. Sent towards the 18. No one home, headed out. Still in the air. Finds a feet of Kursan. And she's got fancy footwork. You got to be careful with her, number 15. '50th minute, second half. Storm up 2-0. On a goal early by Millie Greer off a beautiful free kick in the 5th minute. And then Camera Silva off a deflection in the 41st to give the Storm that 2-0 advantage. And Iron Rose has just not been able to generate any offense in that first half. And we're just newly into this half, only 5 minutes in. But where will it come from? To the outside, Emperador. She sends in with the left, deflected. And to the arms of the keeper. '51st minute. Just across the center line. On the turn, too heavy. Poked away. And Iron Rose on the receipt of it. And now some pace. In the middle. Through ball. Feingold there. So Feingold with a little early action. Didn't have much in that first half. She's aggressive and falls on that one to smother it and plays it out immediately. Ref says play on. Not interested. And now it's some pace to the outside. It's Kursan in the box. And a just wide of the right post. Got a fingertip on it. And it was just a matter if that ball was going to have any English to go into the side of the net. Kursan had a beat on it. Was deflected by the keeper. And just slowly, with everybody's eyes getting bigger as that ball approached the right post. But just went wide, but we'll have a corner on the far side. But that was a good anticipatory move from the keeper to come out and deflect that on the 1v1 with Kursan. This ball sent long. And out of bounds, going to be a throw-in. Moving quickly. Kursan playing 1-2 soccer. And it's going to be an offside call. So already California is showing the same offensive prowess that they did in the first half.
Long hours, well worth it. Think about that. 27 games. We had games in Flint, Michigan.
This ball sent away from the defending third. Finds its way just past the center line. Back to the feet of Kursan. But she sends it into traffic. Now Iron Rose. Deflection. Still after it. Now collected by Black. What can they generate here? Just looking for any type of momentum. Is Black and Pink. Iron Rose FC. WPSL season opener between these two clubs. West Park High School, home of the Panthers, Roseville, California. The weather's been beautiful. Right now, the only team benefiting from that has been the California Storm, ironically. The weather's been clear up top, but they have brought the Storm on the pitch in this first 53 minutes. Feingold plays it easily on the goal kick. And I'll make another point. There's a reason I'm only saying Iron Rose FC and or Black is because we're only good as the information that we get here in the National Soccer Network, and we do our due diligence to try to reach out to teams, to get rosters, to get player notes as best as we can. But some teams are a little bit better at it than others. Here's a shot on goal. Just hit the crossbar in the upper 90. That was Alex Kloss who put a beat on that one. And that post and crossbar might get a Christmas card from the Iron Rose faithful to eliminate goal number 3. So no save by the keeper, but it was the woodwork that did it. And a whistle was blown. And I'm not sure what it was. It looked like the referee, they're looking at Kursan. And he pointed to his head. She kind of grabbed the back of her head. I don't know if she got hit on the noggin or would not. But don't want to speculate. But she's okay. She'll stay in. And we're back underway in the 56th minute. But if you are possibly scouting and one of our representatives or myself or any other play-by-play broadcaster into the middle, shot on goal. What a save, but deflected right into the back of the net. Goal number 3. And that puts the Storm up 3-0. Good sequence of events on the sliding shot. Goalkeeper made a great save, but unfortunately couldn't keep it from going the opposite direction. Back of the net. Goal number 3. And in the 57th minute, the Storm jump out to a 3-0 advantage. That could have been number 33, Madeline Doherty, who started the second half on that goal. We'll try to double check on who that was. But on the sliding shot, keeper made a great play, just couldn't keep it to go forward. And now it's 3-0 Storm. Just starting to get away from Iron Rose FC in the 58th minute, 3-0. On the free kick, sent into the box, headed out. Once again, by the Storm. Iron Rose will try to reset. It's just in front of the center line. Now played forward. Right to Emperador. And now on the counter. Now some pace. Just outside the 18. They need to turn. Looking for help. Send in a service. So that was blocked. It'll be a corner for Black on the near side. So here's an opportunity for Iron Rose. You can see there just a gorgeous facility at West Park High School, home of the Panthers here in Roseville, California. And here it comes off the left boot. Far post. Nobody home. Storm defends it. Heads it out. And that ball finds its way to the 18. Stays in. Opportunity. Shot on goal, but finds its way over the crossbar. So a decent opportunity from Iron Rose FC in the 59th minute. Trying to get one back. Cannot score 3, so they have to chip away. But can they stop the pressure of the California Storm, who has been on the offensive attack all evening long? Ball sails out of bounds. Going to be a throw-in on the near side. And Emperador again. Kursan now back to Emperador. Now in the middle, Hutchison. And she's going to switch fields to the far side. Kursan takes a shot. And Lofty finds its way into the dirt path. And the kids want to go get that one. And we have a winner. You can see the wind there just blowing rapidly. So it's to the advantage of the Storm because they were facing against the wind. We was able to manage to put 2 goals in the back of the net, but that become very dangerous because they have taken some shots outside, especially on the free kicks, and that could cause some havoc inside that box. Just up top of the 18. Now they're going to reset. Hutchison will cross field again. Out to the outside of the 18. Trying to make a move. Defended well. Now inside the 18. Up top, Hutchison. Plays it back. And just patient soccer from the Storm in the 61st minute. Hutchison takes a blast. Deflected. Black needs a clear. Plays all the way back to the keeper. And the pressure halts a little bit. And laid it down. And Foley gave chase. Able to get it away. But once again, here come the Storm. That's Hutchison in the middle. Emperador takes a shot. And off the crossbar. My goodness. That's the second one in this half. Could have easily been 5-0. Emperador put a charge into that one. And my goodness, what a shot. Off the crossbar, finds the goal line. And everybody still kept playing, but that ball was a goal. So give that one to Anna Emperador. I jinxed myself saying that we didn't say her name enough in the first half because she was playing such great defense. But on a miraculous shot from about 25 yards out, hits the crossbar, comes back over the end line for the fourth goal of the evening. 4-0 Storm. Wow. That caught everybody by surprise, even me. So the tally keeps going in the season opener for the California Storm on the road. And the night becomes even longer for Iron Rose FC and their home debut on this Saturday, May 17th. It's a long road back for Black and Pink this evening. Now it's just a matter if the will's going to be there to keep playing. And now Kursand in space. One defender to beat. Shimmy, shake, shot over the crossbar. And she tips her head back and says, give me that one more time. So Kursand has that ball on a string, but just left it a little high, pulled back a little bit and sailed it. And the wind could have had a factor in that. And you wonder if Coach David Robertson would say, keep the ball low and let the wind do the work, because if you sail it high, it's going to carry. You see 27 there, Millie Greer had the first goal in the 5th minute off a beautiful free kick. As we approach the 65th minute and already 2 goals in with 26 minutes of soccer left to play and a 4-0 advantage for the California Storm in this WPSL matchup, NORCAL Division. Iron Rose just trying for anything. That ball sent it to the middle and picked up by the Storm. Now to the outside. Lots of patience. That ball played to the outside. But now in a counter for Iron Rose. Good move there. Tries to split the defense. Does. Plays it to the outside. Good ball. Now just outside the 18. Iron Rose trying for something. In space. Above the 18 now. Send it to the box. But no black jerseys. Headed out. But still in possession of black. They'll start from the 35. Just above the 18. Looking for help. This ball to the outside, trying to get a service in from the right. Now played back up top. Some pressure now. Kursand was there. Couldn't get it. Still in possession of black. Ran into 2 defenders. Still maintains possession. And they'll reset from the 40. So keeping possession, but just not being able to get inside that 18. As it is sent into the 18 there. And Feingold able to play it easily. 67th minute. On a turnover, it's a counter from Iron Rose, and play on, says the referee. Or not. I'm not sure what just happened there, but we'll have Andrew Shooter sending in 2 substitutions in the 67th minute for his Iron Rose FC and his head coaching debut this evening. He was an assistant last year and then got the promotion to lead this Iron and Rose FC club. Into the box, head ball, feign goal there. This ball booted out. There'll be a throw-in on the near side. And a hockey line change. Basically coming in for head coach David Robertson. Anna Hauer, Leela Hawkins, and Paige Thompson re-enter. And it's Alex Kloss on the throw-in. Through ball, Thompson gave chase, but to the keeper. The 69th minute. Opening match in the NORCAL Division Women's Premier Soccer League on the National Soccer Network. Thank you, Marcello, our producer back at the home base in Shelby Township, Michigan. Our camera operator, who's out there at West Park High School, home of the Panthers this evening. Got a good one to be outside. Gorgeous weather in Roseville, California. And I'm John Natale. Fresh off a early evening match between FC Pride Elite and FC Milwaukee Turn of the NPSL right here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Again, showing the broad range of services that the National Soccer Network can bring to your club. Got very talented play-by-play announcers all throughout the country. Got a wonderful staff back at the home base led by Jonathan Turner and his wife, Bianca Silva. All the producers that they get to come in, like my buddy Marcello tonight, worked with Trevor, Brianna. Just a great environment and producing some of the best soccer footage that you can find on a consistent basis. As we've hit the 70th minute and down 4-0, time is really now the second opponent on the pitch for Iron Rose FC. This ball sent forward, giving chase, but this will be played back to the keeper. And this ball goes out of bounds, and we're going to have ourselves a set-piece corner on the far side. So another offensive opportunity for the Storm as we just entered the 71st minute. And Thompson will take this. And the southpaw, she'll go with her left. Another substitution. It's Alicia Asagueda, who did make an appearance in the first half, number 62. And there's Silva, Cameron Silva, who put the second goal on the board in the 41st minute in that first half. She came in and almost got an assist, but then on a deflection was able to put it in the back of the net for the second goal for the Storm. And they're under the attack again, 72nd minute. Up top, Played into the box, right to the feet of Iron Rose, and they'll clear. And to the near side, Kursan trying to split 3 defenders. There'll be a throw-in. So Kloss will come up, number 28, and she'll take this. To the box, little chip. Still in the 18 and cleared out. Kursan there giving pressure. Fight for the ball, and then that's cleared. Into the middle. 50-50. Look out. And Thompson comes back to retreat. Good defense from number 30 to retreat on that ball. And he'll play all the way back to the keeper. And moving forward is a Storm in the 73rd minute. The 4-0 advantage. Only 17 minutes of soccer left for Iron Rose. And right now they're just looking for that first goal just to gain some confidence because it's been all California Storm in these first 74 minutes. Now to the near side. Here's Kloss. In some traffic. Out to Kursan. She's able to weave her way through traffic. Now Thompson. This ball skips away. And battling. Good battle. And Greer came away with it. Thompson now to the outside. Here's Kursan. Oh, couldn't get it past her that time. Good defense. But it will be a throw-in. And Kursan comes up a little tight. Stretching that right quad. Kloss on the throw into Thompson. Into the middle. Silva to Thompson. Couldn't get it through, but still in possession. Hutchison. Played to the far side. Still in possession of the Storm. And offside called. So I have a foul. Pardon me. So this ball in the defending third, sent forward, 75th minute. Another foul call. We're going to have some more substitutions. So Anna Emperador re-enters. I believe that was number 26, Nalani Damasian. I couldn't quite catch the other number that came in. We'll see if I can see that on one of these possessions. I want to give everybody credit when they come into the match. It just goes back to we're only as good as the information given, and Storm had their lineup up on Squatty, had the starters announced, their starting formation. So they're able to do that. That's Asagueda. She was in before. She made an appearance in the first half, so this is her second half of action. And that's Thompson. That's number 23. Anna Hauer. She got the start. And that's Greer. She got the first goal. Now on the sideline. Keeper takes it, and we'll play it to her far side in their 18. all the way back to Fangold, who right now has a clean sheet with only 13 minutes of soccer left. Be a great accomplishment for her, but as a team as well. Total defensive effort and offensive effort from the California Storm this evening in this WPSL NORCAL Division opening matchup. And a whistle. And it'll go the other way. Not happy about the call. It's a California Storm, but a lot has gone their way this evening. And the one thing is the Storm has not let up. Even with a 4-0 advantage, they're still playing aggressive. They don't want any momentum to shift to Iron Rose, but Iron Rose just looking for one. Try to get something out of this match so that they can build on for their next match. And now on a breakaway, Asagueda, 1v1 against a defender. Good move on the inside. Turn shot off the crossbar again. My goodness. Asagueda stopped on a dime, made a great turn, put a great strike off a right boot inside the 18, but just hit the crossbar. So another goal kick and another thank you to the woodwork on behalf of Iron Rose FC. Battle on the side. Ball ends up with the Storm again. Here's Thompson. Looking for help. She makes a breakaway. Good speed. Now just outside the 18, but tripped up. No foul call. Maybe she got stepped on. And here's Asagueda, who had the goal in the 62nd minute of this half. That was the last one scored, but they did score 2 goals within 5 minutes. And ahead, no offside called. Outside the 18, service into the middle, nobody home. And Emperador plays it forward. She was looking for Asagueda. Now to the far side. Iron Rose, 80th minute. And an opening here. Trying to get inside the 18. Service into the middle. Is on the ground. Didn't get enough on it. And it was cleared out by the Storm. So to the outside. Another opportunity. Showing their ability to get to the outside of the 18, but just not able to send anything in with any force or any accuracy. Now the Storm on the counter. That's Silva. Plays it ahead. Keeper comes out. And pressure there. We'll give credit, even though it's a 4-0 advantage. The keeper for Iron Rose FC has played a decent match. It's just that she's had to face so much adversity and shots and pressure from that offense of the Storm that her back line has not given her much help. But she did make some key saves, some great saves in both this first and second half. But with all the pressure that has come from the Storm, just they were going to go in eventually. And we'll have more substitutions for head coach Andrew Shooter in the 82nd minute. Glad you're with us tonight on the season opener for Iron Rose FC and California Storm of the NORCAL division of WPSL. and try to keep it from going out of bounds, but it'll be storm ball on the near sideline. Emperador. Here's Thompson. Unmistakable with that hairdo. And a little bump there. Asagueda got knocked to the turf. And there will be a foul. She pops back up. See Anna Hauer in the screen there, number 23. Thompson will take this just inside the 30. Let's see where she goes with this in the 83rd minute. Here it comes. Left foot. Backside of the box, headed out, but not on target, so it'll be a goal kick. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, NSN Soccer Network, National Soccer Network on YouTube. You get soccer from all across the nation, a daily podcast inside the game, Monday through Friday with Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wangler, and myself, bringing you everything and anything that is soccer into the mix. It's a great conversation. We have very special guests that come on, and we dive into everything. It's kind of a no holds barred type podcast where the emotions can run rampant at times when you have three collective heads differentiating on different topics and different opinions. That Jonathan, myself, and Nathan can sometimes butt heads a little bit. I can promise you that nobody yells to make a point, as some other talk shows do, not mentioning anything. But it doesn't mean that you yell that you're right or to make outrageous claims, to play the heel on purpose. Not mentioning any names and or shows. I'm just saying I watch and listen too, because I have to watch my P's and Q's sometimes. But it's every Monday through Friday, 9 to 10 a.m. on National Soccer Network. You can tune in to Roku, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and lots more content. Go to nationalsoccernetwork.com, National Soccer Network TV. Premier Media Group runs this whole operation and is growing every day. Hence the 40-plus games that were broadcast through the nation today on just one day. I do want to give credit to our staff back at Shelby Township and our main hub in Michigan for last night, as I was calling a match, and we have our first booking of the evening. Yellow card issued. It goes against the Storm in the 85th minute. But at the match, it was FC Pride Elite on the WPSL side facing the debut of Peoria City. It was their debut in the WPSL. But the one factor, and FC Pride did win 2-1. However, 2 rain delays, and I don't mean rain delays, I mean severe weather delays, is that we actually had to get tucked into a bunker because there were tornado warnings that ripped through Indianapolis. And on our coverage during the delays, you could see the cells. They had the actual live real-time cells going through Indianapolis, and they were not pretty things to see, just not on the TV, but when you're actually there. Both teams decided to try to get it going. They've got 16 minutes of soccer in, and then Mother Nature came in like meatloaf, like a bat out of HE double hockey sticks, and just ripped apart a lot of debris. Just taking glances outside a little bit, you could see the destruction that those winds had caused. And the cell passed, but there was a lot of lightning, a lot of spiderweb, cobweb lightning that happened. And that clock resets every 30 minutes. And once all was said and done, we finally got squared away at around 9:45, 9:50 Eastern Standard Time last night, and was able to get the rest of the match in, but only because of audio, because the lightning was still there and we were not risking putting our camera people on top of the press box where we were located, an all audio broadcast, but we also were able to broadcast another game. Jonathan Turner, excuse me. Jonathan Taylor, I'm thinking home improvement, but Jonathan Turner was on the call, and we switched over to his match in Michigan, and he was giving updates on what we were going through in Indianapolis. But want to congratulate and thank John for his efforts and making sure people stuck around. We finally got on air. It was an audio broadcast, and we really do appreciate everybody who tuned in last night for that match. The numbers look good in the morning, but everybody fought through it. As we're in the 88th minute here, 4-0 advantage for the California Storm against Iron Rose FC, the host site here at West Park High School in Roseville, California. It's the home field for Iron Rose FC. They'll have to go to work. They'll have to figure out what to take from this game and go into their next match coming up next Saturday. They will be here again as they face Lamarinda United. And that's going to be a 7 p.m. tip-off on the West Coast. Kickoff. Not basketball season anymore, John. Get with it. It's May. But that'll be a 7 p.m. start at this very field right here. And still a scrum outside the 18. Rose trying to get one, 89th minute. And then the California Storm doesn't play until June 6th, so they have to wait a little bit. Friday, June 6th, they will host Napa Valley 1839 FC on their home pitch, Davis Legacy Soccer Complex. But they can't rest too much, is that they have a good week and a half before they play again, but then they got to go on Friday the 6th and then Sunday the 8th, and they got to hit the road. They'll go to Fresno to face the Freeze at their home park. Keith Tice Park is where the Fresno Freeze FC club plays. So those are the next upcoming matches for both of these clubs. But it looks like the Storm is going to head into theirs 1-0, and Iron Rose FC 0-1. As we've now entered added time. Not sure there will be much, as there wasn't much in the first half. It's been a relatively clean second half. 2 goals in the first half, 2 goals in the second for the Storm. And now it's just a matter if they can keep the clean sheet. Thompson on a run. This ball cleared. And the final whistle blows, and that'll do it. So from West Park High School in Roseville, California, the California Storm come in, take a 4-0 advantage over Iron Rose FC. California Storm moved to 1-0 on the season. Iron Rose drops to 0-1. On behalf of our entire National Soccer Network crew, I'm John Natale. I want to thank you for joining us on this beautiful evening. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Watch us on Roku, Facebook, and Twitter. Again, our final from West Park High School in Roseville, California, the California Storm 4, Iron Rose FC 0. Thank you for joining us on this WPSL matchup NORCAL division. We'll see you next time. Have a pleasant evening, everybody.